Today is the day the woman is released from prison, but there is no sign of happiness on her face. After these 3 years of imprisonment, the woman now only has hatred for her family, because this disaster was caused by her family. Let's go back 3 years in time. The woman, as the real daughter who was switched at birth, returned to the family, but not only did she not receive love from her family, instead, her family favored the fake daughter, Anna, even more. One day, Anna, ignoring the woman's warning, sped up the car to the maximum, but accidentally hit someone, and because she was afraid of being sent to jail, she took the opportunity, while the woman got out of the car to check and hurriedly sat in the passenger seat. After seeing her older brother, Tom, approaching, Anna pushed the blame onto the woman. After returning home, the father did not listen to the woman's explanation and immediately assumed the woman was the one who hit the person. He accused the woman of being a disgrace to the family and sent her to prison. Now, 3 years have passed. The woman has endured the cold torment of prison and let go of her longing for her relatives, and now she just wants to repay her adoptive parents who raised her for 18 years. So, she called her adoptive parents to tell them that she had repaid her biological parents' debt and now wants to go home, to return as the daughter of the world's wealthiest family. Her adoptive parents were extremely excited upon hearing this and hurriedly asked their son, William, to use a private plane to bring the woman back home. What the woman did not expect was that, just as she hung up the phone, Tom drove up to pick her up. As soon as the woman saw Tom, she thought back to the painful times in the past, so she immediately wanted to leave. Tom was surprised by the woman's attitude, so he immediately stopped the woman from leaving and asked what was going on, but the woman told him they had severed ties and that he should never bother her again. Tom was very angry. He believed that the woman was the one who hit the person in the first place and thought she had no right to be angry. Without hesitation, he ignored the woman's struggles and forcibly dragged her into the car. The woman had no choice and could only message her adoptive parents, saying that she had something urgent and could not return. On the other side, the adoptive parents saw the message from the woman and decided to go directly to the home of the woman's biological parents to pick her up. They were unaware of the abuse the woman had suffered. For the past 3 years, on every one of her birthdays, they would send gifts to her biological parents' house. Now, her birthday was approaching again, and they were planning to personally deliver the gift to her. Meanwhile, Tom brought the woman back home. It was only after the woman entered the room that she realized her old room had been transformed by her biological parents into a dog's den and was filled with trash. Seeing this, the woman finally realized that her biological parents never intended for her to survive and get out of prison. At that moment, a familiar voice interrupted the woman's thoughts. She then realized the person coming toward her was the family's maid, Laura. Hearing Laura's caring words, the woman's painful feelings were slightly eased, because Laura was the only one in this house who cared for the woman. Just then, Laura's phone rang. Tom told Laura to go help at Anna's birthday party. Laura was very happy. Because the woman and Anna shared the same birthday, she thought Tom and the family had accepted the woman. So, Laura reminded the woman not to argue with Anna today, so that her family would care about her. But she didn't know the woman had already lost all hope in her family. She had returned now to officially sever ties with them. Meanwhile, the woman's family was celebrating joyfully with their guests. The reason they were so excited was because they received news that the family of the richest person would come to attend Anna's birthday party. They mistakenly thought that the gift from the richest person to the woman was meant for Anna. At that moment, the doors of the banquet hall were opened. Everyone was eagerly waiting for the richest family to arrive, but to their surprise, the person who entered was the woman. Seeing the woman still wearing the clothes she had on when she was released from prison, her father was very angry. He thought she was embarrassing the family and intentionally ruining Anna's birthday party. None of them remembered that it was also the woman's birthday. Even her mother said that she would give the woman $100,000 every month and wondered why the woman didn't buy a dress. Faced with their accusations, the woman simply and calmly replied that she had never received a penny or a dress from the family. Tom didn't believe her. He thought she was trying to play the victim, so he called his assistant to investigate the truth. The assistant told him, ever since the woman returned to the family 3 years ago, the family had never given her a single penny. Not even access to the family account had been provided to her. Hearing this, the woman was completely disappointed in her family. She turned to leave, At that moment, Anna, dressed like a princess, entered the banquet hall. As she passed by the woman, she pretended to be knocked over by the woman, hoping the family would scold the woman. And just as she had hoped, the woman's closest relatives to defend the fake daughter Anna actually forced the woman to kneel and apologize to Anna. They told the woman that Anna was favored by the richest family, and if they found out Anna was bullied, when the richest family arrived, they would never forgive her. What they didn't know was that the woman's adoptive parents were the richest family they were talking about. Therefore, the woman was not afraid. Instead, she firmly told them that she was here today to sever ties with them. At the same time, the richest family had already arrived at the hotel entrance and was eagerly heading to the banquet hall.